Welcome to episode 6 of Butterfly Writers Presents Flow Point, flow artist's point of view. It's so exciting! Oh my god, we're talking about flow arts. Before we go to the episode, I want to remind you to please subscribe to the channel. In every episode, we bring a unique and super special guest. So in today's episodes, we have none other than Sessi. She's a hula hooper. She has grown into being a wonderful hula hooper artist and performer and instructor. So let's listen to how her journey began. Okay, this is epic. We are already on the 6th episode, and there is so many people learning so much and sharing so much. And there is something which is common between all of us, which is flow arts, and we really love it. That really makes a difference in our life. So that's exactly what we want to talk about with everyone today.
Okay, I'm Sessi. I'm Serena, and I go by Sessi in the flow art community. I am Italian, but adopted, if I can say that, I don't know. I feel adopted by India. I've been here for around 10 years now, and this is where I started my flow journey. So I was in Chennai at the time. Uh, so there was this Italian friend of mine. She had a kid who had a hula hoop, and then the family left. Was leaving India. They were going back to Italy. So they gifted me this hoop. Apart from a lot of other things, curtains, pillow, pants, lot of stuff they left. This hula hoop also. And at first, I didn't know what to do with it. It was there in one corner. And then one day, I'm like, okay, that hula hoop has been watching me for enough time now. So I I Googled what can I do with a hula hoop. And then that day was like, my life had changed in that moment. So there is a moment in my life that, like a watershed, what to say. There was a before and after. And then I think that I heard a lot of people telling more or less the same story. So I think we were lucky enough to be born in a moment where the knowledge was already available. So I kind of got to know about hula hooping like this. Dian Love, obviously, super credit to Dian Love. She's the hula hoop mama of all of us. So at first, I just started hula hooping for myself, like all of us, I guess, more or less. So I didn't know anything. I didn't know anyone was also there in the community. I thought I was the only one, apart me and the Law were the only two people in the world doing hula hooping. And then slowly I discovered that obviously it's minimum is of me, Luna, Bhushan. So already we are three. And then I discovered that there is like a trillion million people and the whole universe. And so that's how it started. And then fast forwarding to the today. I think in the last 6 years, probably, I don't think there has not been one day since that I didn't touch a hoop, or for sure there has not been a day that I didn't think of hooping. That is 100% sure. So yeah, I mean, it's always been there, and I am as obsessed as the first day. So I can say that I'm as obsessed as the first day. So this thing is not easing off. So I'm like, hello, is it gonna, come? No, still as high as the first day. So it's just that, okay, maybe, okay, trigger warning, I might be lame. Okay, so this is something that I don't like to be in life to be lame, but I might sound lame. But hula hooping just made me a better person. I feel a better person. I feel that my character, I feel a development every day. When I touch the hoop, I feel that something is making me better. Okay, so every day I have that thing, that need, to feel like that. So every time I touch a hoop, I know that I will discover something about myself. I will improve in a way or in another. So that is a strong motivation. And we all know how infinite possibilities are behind the hoop or behind any prop, right? So you know that there is a source of infinite reward that expects you, that awaits for you when you pick it up. That is what really there has been at the beginning, especially when you discover this, and I think you can all relate. That's what makes you wake up in the morning. That's what, okay, again, is a little lame what I'm saying, but that's the motivation that, like, oh yeah, today that is what is gonna wait for me, and when you're gonna pick up the hoop. What is, I think, very nice about flow art, I don't know about other types of art, but whatever it is in our art is that the improvement is tangible. You can feel it immediately. you try to do something, after 5 minutes already you have that thing, that the feeling that you have improved, that you have learned something, you have acquired something. So it already is a rewarding, since the beginning. So even if it's something is challenging, if there are tricks that I don't even try, because I know it's not the time, right? But I know time will come. I know that just with practice or the right time, that it will happen. So like, if you know me, you know that I'm a little impatient as a person. Like, I'm always a little bit on the go, little jumpy and all. But with hula hooping is probably one of the only department of life in which have taught me to be calm and to be patient, and taught me, it grounded me. Yeah, this is the word. It kind of grounded me in a way that, don't worry. I mean, things will happen. You don't have to, stress out too much. You already seen the progress. It happened yesterday. It will happen tomorrow. It gives you that sort of confidence that, just putting the effort, showing up, picking it up, it's enough. So like, small effort that will lead to result. Lame again, but that's how it is, right? No.
So, Sissy, what I wanted to know about you is like, as you said that you are adopted by India. So, how was your life in India? Okay, like, what do you feel about India and the people who live in India and the landscapes and everything? Just tell me, like, what
You have
you.
a couple of days. Allora, so I think that like the energies in this place is a little high. It's very high and very. I feel the vibrancy of the place, which kind of matches my energy. So I'm also a little bit energetic somehow. So kind of India matches my vibe. No, that's why I kind of feel at home here. It was already amazing before, but like discovering hula hooping in this moment in India, I feel that I was at the right place in the right time, because also the lockdown has happened. So during the lockdown, the community has started to multiply, and I was there before even. So even I was a little bit in a privileged position in the sense that I saw the community growing. So I was, when I first started, I think you could really count the hoopers. I mean, at least those that were on social media and I knew about, they were like, probably on one hand you could count
Yeah, yeah,
Bhushan,
that's true.
Priya, Eshna, Rajini, Tejasvini, Roma in Delhi. I think that's it, and me. Okay, so I'm probably forgetting someone for sure, but so kind of, for me, like, to be part of this community since the beginning, kind of, it's I feel I was lucky. I was lucky to experience this, because, like, for example, in Italy, the community. First of all, there is no community right now, because I think hula hooping and flow art has been there for longer. So now that enthusiasm of the beginning of something growing is not there anymore. It's not that vibrant at the moment.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So it kind of gave me this amazing opportunity to be here at this time. And I honestly, I always felt accepted. I always felt accepted here. I think, obviously, on my side, I'm also very curious. I'm very, very curious. So I kind of try my best to fit in a way that, using as much as I can cultural intelligence, so to kind of mingle with people here, and my passion for languages. So I started hooping here, so that is also very important for me. So
That's
that is
true.
also another point that really makes me feel that, here is my place. Yeah, so I work for the Chamber of Commerce. So I have a full-time job, which is teaching languages, taking part of the cultural aspect of the chamber and the work that they do, bridging Italy and India, basically.
I feel teaching is something is really, really your thing. You love teaching. Like, I
Yeah.
have attended your workshops and you are very keen and you're so serious about teaching, and the way you teach, damn, I'm inspired, dude. Like, there must be so many people who also can learn how to teach, getting a lot of different things like setting up a routine or doing an act. How this comes to your mind, like.
Allora, first of all, it's important to say that I've also been myself, I have attended many workshops. I have, in my formation years as a hula hooper, I have really attended a lot. So when I'm serious about something, I really put myself there. So I have attended workshop, I went to conventions. So for like, then I started going to classes. When I shifted from Chennai to Bangalore, and I finally met other hoopers. So I kind of realized that, yeah, there are other hoopers out there. So the first person I still remember, I will never forget. the first time I met someone in Riyadh, which was Gunjan and Supriya at the same time, the same day, at the same place. I've seen different styles, and at the end of the day, I just try to always add that element of fun to it, because technique can be also kind of sometimes disheartening, because people want to get tricks immediately. And I heard Luna saying in another podcast that it's like it's simple, it looks easy, but it's not. I mean, sometimes it really takes weeks before you can really say that you can nail a trick or something. So having also the element of fun to it, added to it, obviously, is always leaves something to the person who is trying. So the person has. I always try to keep the motivation high, and I try to also give a variety of options while I teach. So I have the feeling I want people to kind of join us in this kind of craziness, because people might think that we are little, like what is doing, right? So I want more people to join us, because we need numbers, right?
Exactly.
So it's very genuine and pure. The way we among us we teach and we want to inspire is also because I want to. I want, I want to feel that we are a community. Otherwise, even at the beginning, I was feeling little weird, because I was like, am I the only one? Is it normal to be like so obsessed with this? For sure, like observing what happens, like especially at the beginning, I asked you to try, just take the hook, show me how you approach the object, like what do you do, like how you move with the object. Are you shy, not shy? How is your body confidence? Are you confident? Are you willing to try immediately? Are you very, so I need to study my prey, I just look at it like, what is happening, what is going on, and then how I can attack, which angle, which angle. So a lot of people are like very hesitant. So I kind of have maybe little bit of a strong impact, like, I want you to try. Don't wait, because I am so confident on the fact that, the improvement will come immediately after like one try. If you try 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 times, you will see for yourself that you're going somewhere. Don't know where, but somewhere you're going. So, just encouraging to try. That's all. So that's why it is so amazing. It's that just you don't need words. You just need to you really don't need to explain much at the very beginning. It's just like experience for yourself. Experience how your body can you can get out of your comfort zone, and then what is easy about it is that, okay, so here we are opening the chapter of the body. Luna, put some of the body here, because there is so much stigma attached to the body, like how we move, and especially as women, always the women's body is such a burden to carry around in this world, because so much is told, and is always commented about, and whatever, like we all know. So kind of, even I was very shy before discovering hula hooping. I was very hesitant how to move the body, because you don't move enough, you move too much, you don't move nicely, you have to be sexy, but then you're not saying, no, not be sexy, not so many things will go, so many paranoia on the body. So the body is like, there is so much of it. So the hula hoop kind of gives you an excuse somehow to take the burden from your shoulder, literally, and you put it on the hula hoop. It's like a shield, right? So, okay, like, okay, this is kind of protecting me, kind of, like, I feel protected when the hula hoop is there. So if you remove it, I'm like, oh, okay, like, where do I put my hands? So even like someone that who never took a hoop, that person will probably feel that, okay, so you are dealing with something else. It's not only you. It's not like, okay, dance, now move, or like, show me how you move your I don't know, like, move your legs or dance or make a turn. Like the hooping is kind of giving you that kind of sort of an alibi that, it's not only you, like you have a shield that is kind of, you're not exposed. You are, obviously, but at the very beginning, especially, all the focus will go on the hoop. So you can kind of start freeing the body a little bit with the excuse that is actually the hula hoop, right? So that's what I really felt, a big shift in the way I also perceive my body. Because especially with I think with all props, like at the beginning is more the object that is kind of taking the lead, because you're obviously, the technique is very manipulation. you kind of focus on manipulation and the grip and all that. Then after some time, when you kind of have all the tricks more or less down, then it's like, okay, then you have to take care of who is behind the hoop, right? So that's where you come out as a hooper, like what is that you really like, apart from having done all the like primary school. Then you graduate and you're like, okay, then I have to kind of take care of the hooper behind it. So it's a continuous journey. But especially at the beginning, I think that the fact of taking care, like an object in your hand, kind of helps you, uh, you know, let go a little bit of all those tension that the body carries with it, you know. Make your mood better, yes. Improve your physical condition, yes. Make you meet amazing people, definitely, yes. Give you self-confidence, yes. Makes you look cool, yes. It's cheap and you can carry it everywhere. So it's like you're having your own gym always in your pocket, yes. It makes you understand what are your challenges that you face and then improve them somehow, yes. I can be very extrovert the way I kind of present myself and I deal with people, but somehow I always keep my very much inner world little close, and it kind of opens up when I'm with my hoops, when I'm alone without filming me and all that. So that's still the moment that I really enjoy more, is where I can really dig into my practice, where I am there with my hoop and I know that no one is watching me. So I don't know, I will start crying. When I see someone using a prop, can be a hoop, can be anything actually, you can see that there are years of refining those movements and refining those things. So it's like kind of, you can see someone's intelligence.
So people have a lot of energy in them. Sometimes it's positive energy, sometimes it's negative energy, like stress, depression, anxiety, a lot of things. And for me, flow arts is kind of taking me into that Zen mode, so that my mind is getting somewhere clear. Like, so this is also one kind of thing which is also like a benefit, and which is also self-development, you can say. Okay, so Sessi, as you said, like you have attended a lot of workshops. So do you have
Yeah.
any particular people or person whose workshop was like damn great for you, and you really remember that person, and it changed yourself and your life in terms of this hula hoop journey?
Yes. Yes.
We want
Nuria,
names.
Nuria,
Okay.
Nuria is Argentinian hooper, because she's also putting that element of clowning into it, which is more or less also my style. The philosophy of hooping, for example, when it comes to multi-hooping, like how you can think of different hoops at the same time. So, making you do exercises for that, and it's like a brain blowing. Like, you're like, okay, now I just made I enter a new world. I just put my foot on a new planet. So. Okay, I'm not obviously. I'm still Nuria's adept here, but this is also kind of what I want to do in my workshops. I want to leave a trace, like in the sense that, okay, take the concept with you, and then you will develop it, no, somehow. Like,
Yeah.
even when
Yeah.
now Luna was telling that there is nothing, there are no rules, in the sense that even if you apply a concept and you try to make a trick and the trick doesn't come, but maybe you will come up with something even cooler, or in the sense that yeah, there are tricks that are made a certain way, but if it goes wrong, maybe you will invent a new thing, right?
Exactly.
So I have a job, so it just went on the side, kind of, but it just grows so much that I will teach now at the Italian Hoop Convention. I'm teaching at the Spanish Convention, Hula Hooping Convention now also. And I hope that in India as well, sooner or later, we'll come up with something only hoop, referring only to hooping. So I'm kind of still very almost shocked of how all this has developed, right? So and there is so much space as well. So like whoever I see, I have seen starting hooping, I could see their improvement, which is also kind of mine, because maybe there were interaction, and it's like so good to see everyone is improving in one way or the other. So that's it's happening for sure. Like, so also back to how to encourage people to join is like, you will improve. See, like, we are all proof, right? Not a single person who has not put effort, and but props will teach you how to be persistent and consistent. So that is going to happen. So there is no way out. Once you start,
Yes,
then
yes.
you will be
I
taken
know.
somewhere.
Yeah, I know. I have seen that happening. Like people joining Sessi's workshop and they are not leaving at all. Okay.
Yes, but in general, for all of
Yeah.
us, Bhushan, I attended your workshops as well, and it was like they were no sold out. You actually sold out. Your workshops are always sold out. Sorry, come on.
Okay.
So I'm lucky because I kind of chosen to kind of really put my head into things that I like to do, and I think I'm also good at, because if you really enjoy doing something, there is high
Yes.
probability that you're like, after
Yeah.
years of putting your head into something that you like, you probably are also good at. So it just comes very natural. Like I don't feel I'm working one single minute of my life. I am constantly doing these things, but I enjoy what I do. So it goes very far. I've kind of realized that whenever you go to convention or there is a lot of like the feminine stamp on the hooks, no? Okay, girly, whatever, for God knows what reason, like historically it just became like this. So moving the hips, and men don't move the hips for some reasons. We would love to see you guys shaking it, but it's not happening. So I really want to spend one word saying that, I love this community of hoopers, especially flow art is amazing, and I made a very nice connection and all, but especially the subcategory of hoopers, which is like almost a full 100% female bubble, is like really offering a safe space. So I encourage all the female to join. Don't come, guys. See, I've now the reverse narrative. No, everyone is welcome, but I really feel that the community, the hoopers community, is very much a space where it's so easy to grow and so easy to thrive.
So my next question is, do you have any artists in your life which you really love looking at performing? Like,
But the thing is that hula hoop seems so simple, like, okay, it's a hoop, what else can you do? Then you know that there are so many different things that can be done, because the hoop is super versatile. So you can do body splits, you can do juggling, you can do tricks, you can do one hoop, two hoops, three hoops, four hoops, five hoops, six hoops. You can do balancing. So I kind of have one or two or three people that I follow for each of those categories.
okay.
When it comes to juggling, then I can mention about the catching machine. Yeah. Because it's so innovative and the technique is like next level. So, he's for that department of the juggling thing. Then if it comes, for example, to speed of movement, Mariloop, 20 years ago, the hoops were big. Like it was only big hoops. That was like a old style hooping.
really?
Yes. It was more on body. Now this thing of having this small hoops like this, like maybe like this, is like a new way. So there is a little bit of shaming. Like if you only use big hoops, then it's like old looking, like. So obviously there is a lot of evolution in I'm sure in Poi as well there are trends. I started it was only me and the hoop, so it was a very personal experience. It was very introspective and very serious in that point. So it was only me, free from the judgment. So where I could really look goofy, look ungraceful, look, I didn't care. I didn't care at all. So it was completely different. It was using my body, but actually transferring the whole focus somewhere else. I mean, the body was involved, but it was such a immersive experience. So, and it kind of connected me with my inner child. Can I say that? Because, uh, even I've noticed this many times when you give a hoop to a kid, like a toddler or like a newborn, they can already experience the movement and they can already enjoy that. You could really see that the kind of through the hoops, even if they cannot walk. Even I saw that with my own nephew. He started walking, holding the hoop, because it gives him that kind of safety of there is a connection there. I'm not alone in this world. Like I'm connected with something. So which gave him the confidence to kind of start making the first steps. So it kind of brings back that primordial feeling of connection, right? And you are alone without the judgment of people around you. So even if you don't know exactly what you're doing, you feel that there is potential, there is an exploration going on, which is kind of healing or is like making you understand yourself. And then obviously slowly, everything gets more clear and you kind of channel that energy that you feel in a way that is like used properly. Like, for example, now with the experience of 6 years of this kind of making this connection useful for me, then I can really target what I can kind of direct channel that in a way that I know what I'm doing, right? So I kind of became good at understanding how to use it, right? So, but since day one, I felt that power. Since day one, I felt that it was doing me good. But since day one, since the first moment I pick it up. So you start exploring also whatever is nearby. I mean, whatever is contingent, which other forums can also help that, because I think we all have one specific prop or one thing that is like our thing. For me, the hula hooping. I tried pants, I try eight rings, but then eventually I always go back to hoops. But then I know, for example, that now I should improve my body move. That's why I've joined one contemporary class, a contemporary dance class. Then I'm like, yeah, but my expression, my thing, my emotions, that also is part of it. So why not doing also like a theater thing? So because you are kind of understand that other things can be beneficial, things that you would not try, I would not have enrolled in any contemporary dance if it weren't for hula hooping, because I want to improve my spatial awareness and all. So it's literally endless in the sense that really it makes you want to explore more, because you kind of feel that achievement. That's what I was telling before, right? That feeling of fulfillment of ticking boxes, like I've done, and then you want to make you explore more, right? So it is endless.
Yes, yes. For me also it like happens. So before doing Fire Poi or Pixel Poi and then programming it, before doing that I have started with just normal Poi, okay. And that time also I am watching people spinning Fire Poi. So I was just not pretty confident, you can say, to spin Fire Poi. And that time I didn't also have the access to spin a Fire Poi. You know what I'm trying to say? So I was just spinning a normal poi and trying to get as much as moves that I can do. And then when I got the fire poi and I did it, I got that thing, I got that feeling. Okay, now I have got the fire poi. Now also spin it. So it's kind of a feeling. It's like a milestone for me also. Then Pixel Boy happened to me. Then I started programming it. Then I went into a very different world altogether. Then it's like a costume, a proper act, and proper, like a proper act. It's not just you doing or spinning or moving. It's like you're wearing that costume, you're getting into that aura, that personality. Everything is set according to you.
Yeah. Also, like for example, whenever I meet someone and who is not from the circle, from the community, then sometimes I'm like struggling, like what to say. Maybe we should talk about other people or what exactly, When there is someone who is in the community, we talk about that. We talk about how cool this is, or I help you crack that trick, or you help me understanding something new, So it's like offers such a positive topics and positive activity to do together. So it brings people together in such a positive terms, right? Instead of just meeting for I don't know, drinks, or we don't. Sometimes you're struggling to just put yourself out because you have to go out, but you don't really enjoy, right?
Sessi's favorite prop is hula hoop, and Lee's favorite prop is.
Bhushan, what are you saying? No.
Thank you so much, Sessi. Thank you, Bhushan, for being co-host and bringing this episode with me today.
Thank you so much for having me on this podcast. And it's so wonderful to talk to you, Sessi and Luna. Thank you for a great host.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I love. I'm so thankful for you being a part of this beautiful project where we bring lovely stories of flow artists to everyone. And I hope that we are strengthening some bonds here in between the flow arts community. And I'm really excited to bring more of these episodes. So stay tuned. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the videos.